Hey, welcome to Smart Gardening with Smart Pots. We're at the Smart Pot headquarters today. It's a bright and windy early spring day, and we had questions from folks who have very, very limited outdoor area to use. We always have done patio and balcony and driveway plantings, but what could we do that might be a little bit different for someone with just a very small space? A balcony or a patio or even just the front stoop of an apartment, say 4 by 5 or 4 by 6 feet. One thing that we thought would be fun is to create a portable hedge. So we tried it out and we kind of liked the way it turned out. The way that we've done this is almost all upcycling or recycling of old things that we found. There was this metal rack here, had a table on top, but the table on top rotted off. So I took all the wood off and figured, look at the size of this. We can put a big milk carton crate on top, use our larger size Milkcrate Liner, and create a little portable hedge so you could have a space to sit with some privacy planting on a very small spot and enjoy the outdoors surrounded with something green that you planted yourself. So I picked out 3 of these. They're small containers, only about a gallon each, and lined them up in the back, making sure that I turned them so that I had a full flat space, it kind of facing me, the pretty side I'm going to call this, because this is going to be the piece that we're going to use to create some privacy for us on this side of our little patio here. I took 3, 3s, 5s, 7s, I don't know. We always like to use odd numbers when we're planting things. Aesthetically, they just look better. So I filled in 3 across the back here and put them in the Milkcrate Liner with a good quality, lightweight container blend. Don't use topsoil, don't use soil out of your yard. Use something formulated for container gardening so that your soil doesn't get too compacted and hard. It'll stay nice and loose and give your roots lots of room to spread out. So we've got a good quality container gardening mix. We have 3 small golden variegated euonymus in the back. In the front, I decided to use something perennial. That way we save a little bit of money. Nature loves perennials. Most of our pollinators love to come to perennials. So what we chose for the front is Candytuff. This is a perennial. It'll have a glossy dark green leaf and a brilliant white flower. It's only going to flower this one time in the spring, and then next spring it will flower again. So that's kind of the trade-off with perennials. You get them for more than 1 year. They're not going to bloom all summer long like an annual, but for the most part, our native pollinators love our perennials. And that way, you're not out buying something new and having to replant this every year. Candytuff is cold hardy, so I've put 3 of these in the front. Here's another little trick. I want to extend my bloom season, so when I chose the Candytuff, I picked this one because it was really bloomed out and very, very attractive already. And I put that in the middle to kind of showcase. And then I picked 2 that were not as far along and covered with buds and put these on the outsides. So as these start to fade a bit, these will continue opening and we'll have a longer season of bloom across the front of our container. So now that we've got it planted, we always, of course, want to water it in well. Remember that this is a porous growing container. Water does seep through this bag, so you're going to get some drainage under here. Make sure that you remember that. You're going to get some water coming down. But I think, bang for buck, that this is a really cute idea. I like the portability. I like the planting for privacy by elevating this up. And I like the idea of doing a little hedge planting. But remember that anything grows better in a smart pot. So whether you want to plant a hedge and some perennials, whether you want to put up some citronella or scented geraniums to have on your little patio or balcony, or even do a crop of carrots and some lettuce. You'll have fun with Smart Pot gardening, and your plants are going to thrive. So thanks again for joining us. Send us your ideas. We loved thinking about the question of what can I do to create a little privacy on my balcony? We like hearing from you. So like us, subscribe, and we'll see you next time at Smart Gardening.